You need to make sacrifices in your day-to-day life if you want to become successful as a producer. That means selling beats, getting placements, or building a brand. Sacrifices that a lot of people don't want to make. If you don't make consistent money yet with your music, it's probably because of the things I'm about to tell you. Because contrary to what most producers think, it's not so much what you do to be successful, but what you don't do that counts. That's why in this video I will talk about which things you should avoid if you want to turn making beats into a business. I will also give you the blueprint on how to avoid these things and how to make it easy to not be tempted by doing unproductive things and make the right sacrifices to build up your music business. If you think, why should I listen to the advice of that guy? Because I've probably started at the exact same point as you did. I've made music for over 4 years and barely realized any success. That means I was not able to make any money. I got no songs with artists, and overall I just slowly made progress. And mainly because I just haven't had the right habits that are beneficial if you want this to be more than a hobby. But I've managed to build up a steady income with my music now. I've got my first, you can call them placements, constantly release songs now, and I've built up my brand way faster than in these 4 years before. And I'm not trying to act like I'm some multi-platinum producer that makes 10k a month. I just want to give you an insight how I've turned everything around, how I made the right sacrifices, and go over some easy things that you can adapt to make sure you stay on track. So why do you need to sacrifice something? Because depending on your life situation, you gotta make the right choices, what you want to spend your time with. And here's the thing, most of the time, those are not the things considered fun for most people. Some things that are super fun in the moment turn out to be very unproductive and slow down your momentum. Going to parties, watching too much Netflix, or sleeping for way too long. All those things that if you do them once, don't have a huge impact on you as a creative person, but once you do them more often than you should, they become a habit. And if you want to build up yourself as a producer, your producer tasks always have to come first. And I will tell you later on in the video how you can organize that, but here's a quick little story to explain that a little further. The city where I live is dark and rainy, and the summer lasts about 2 weeks usually. So when the sun finally comes out, everybody wants to go outside and enjoy it as much as possible. So your friend's gonna hit you up if you want to come outside, or your girl wants to go with you outside if you have one, which we don't have as producers, but just in case, if you're the one producer on planet Earth that has a girlfriend. So everybody hits you up if you want to hang out. But in my case, as a self-employed producer whose time is very limited, it doesn't really matter if the sun's out or not. I got work ahead of me. And meanwhile, everybody is outside enjoying their lives. I'm in my bedroom studio making loops, making beats, and filming content. In one of my next videos, I want to talk a little bit more about my current life setup with my job and my producer business, and discuss one of the most interesting questions for producers. So if you don't want to miss that, take a quick second and make sure to subscribe to the channel. I like to live my life like this because I know why I'm doing it. And I'm sure there will definitely be times where I got more free time again. But especially when you build up your brand as a producer, or in general you're starting a creative business, you gotta spend your time with things that do something for the business, and you have to subordinate certain things that don't do anything for the business. And it can happen like that you spend the whole day with unproductive things. And often we do unproductive things because subconsciously we lack of structure. Spending too much time on the phone or watching too much Netflix, as I mentioned. The trick is to reduce the sacrifices in your day-to-day life to an absolute minimum, and you do that by having the right structure. And here's how you get it. The first thing you can do is to plan your day in a calendar app. I personally use Google Calendar, but you can use whatever calendar you want to use. And of course, we want to mainly use it to structure our day. As creatives, we often tend to go with the flow, but that's where you end up doing the things that I've just mentioned. In my experience, the fact that you schedule your day protects you from procrastination. At any given moment, you simply have this commitment that you want to do something. It's hard to describe, but as soon as you pick up your phone, you know, I should do something else at the moment. Let me know in the comments if you already structure your day. If you want to start planning your day now, but you don't know where to start, I will pop up a structure on screen right now so you can use that as a template and make the adjustments so it fits your life situation and your schedule. And an absolute game changer is to create recurring events, for example, to send out loops, to send back collab beats, or send out beats to artists. So for example, every Saturday at 6 p.m. you send out your loops of that week. You put that into your calendar app, so the day you check it, you don't even have to think about it, you already know what to do. And the second thing to make this work is to follow the eat the frog principle. This concept is based on a quote from Mark Twain, and it says, if your job is to eat a frog, it is best to do it first in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first. So structuring your day is one part. The second part is to get the biggest and most painful task of the day done first. The idea behind this analogy is to tackle the most difficult, unpleasant, or time-consuming task of the day first. Once this has been accomplished, the remaining to-dos can be tackled with less stress and time pressure. It's not only about that you structure your day or plan your day, it's also about how you plan it, to minimize the sacrifices that you need to make in your day-to-day life, doing fun things, going outside, hanging out with friends, all that stuff, to an absolute minimum. And depending on which is the business model of your choice, if you post type beats, if you want to go for placements, if you want to build up a brand by doing content, you do the most important task with the most impact on that business model right in the morning as the first task. So if you grind for placements, the first thing you do is make some loops. If you got a type beat channel going, the first thing you do is make the upload ready. Basically do the task with the most impact first. And if you do that for at least 3 to 6 months, and if you do those two things for at least 3 to 6 months, I promise you, you will end up in a different place, and as a producer, you will be in a totally different spot. That's how you reduce the sacrifices of being a producer in your day-to-day life to an absolute minimum by structuring your day and controlling what you do and when you do it. And now it's only up to you to adapt these things. And since I don't sell any program, if you need further information, you can reach out to me on Instagram. I will put a link down below in the description. If you're looking for amazing sound kits, I can help you out. You can check out the first link in the description as well. And if you want to know now why most producers don't make progress, you can check out this video.